Alright, so we're going to work on getting caught up on Watamote now. We've got quite a few chapters to read as we continue this sports fest adventure. First, we see a shot of a whole bunch of girls we don't know. Just another slice of the school life, another group of friends making memories together. It's really lovely. They've done such a good job at kind of building the world of this series, and it's not something that felt rushed or arbitrary or convenient. It was something that emerged really naturally from Tomoko becoming more aware of the people around her and becoming to be able to actually kind of like socialize and understand socialization. So when we see scenes like this, it feels like it's a reflection of Tomoko's kind of growing awareness, you know? That she can see something like this now and actually kind of understand it and not just feel terrible, not just kind of shut her eyes to it. So this one is called Because I'm Not Popular, All Emoji. So I think it'll be about Uchi, our strange emoji girl. The next match is pretty early this time, unlike yesterday, so I'm going to watch the softball game until then. Be waiting for you in round 4. The table tennis tournament. As Tomoko manages to advance onward. Captain's match is over. Final score 11-6. Class 3-1 wins. 3 wins to 2. Class 3-1 advances to the quarterfinals. Oh, these are the other girls that we saw on the cover. Wow, but they lost. They lost! These are her Class 3-1 friends, I guess. She just wanted to advance and play Tomoko. Actual tennis and table tennis. We did our best. No reason to get worked up. Wanted to play in the next round. I was against. Whoa. Oh. Man, yeah, this is interesting. Because so far, Uchi's bizarre, obsessive, pseudo-crush, disgust thing with Tomoko, whatever you want to call it, attraction and revulsion being just inches apart, I suppose, has been played almost entirely as a joke, right? And yet, here we're seeing like an actual emotional fallout, how it's perceived by the other people in her class, how kind of frustrated they are with her, and this bizarre, erratic behavior that really seems contrary to any sort of friendship with them. It's sad. It's sad. This is more emotional than I thought it would be. You even touched us a bunch during the class trip, too. It's happy we all managed to get in the same class together, but it looks like you don't even care. And Tomoko observes this. Are they fighting? Look at that recognition. Look at that emotional intelligence. Look at that EQ. And what will she do now? Oh my god, she's actually going to go try to comfort Uchi? It's amazing. I love these shots of her friends leaving her, the way that one girl is trying to restrain the really angry friend and then is being led away afterwards. Just that slight additional characterization that they're not just like a united, faceless mass in this opinion, but that there's actually kind of some nuance and difficulties within the group too, perhaps. Ooh, that's nice. That's good. Oh man, these shots are really good. The emotional core of this series. What? Oh, she's funny. Look at her eyes. So much more dynamic. Got into a fight with my friends. Going 3-5 a lot. They got mad about that. She's being pretty open now with Tomoko. Normally she's just kind of on the outskirts. Just kind of content seemingly with observing. Friends in 3-5-2. You're there too, Kuroki. My friends are really precious to me. I guess I might have been spending more time with one group than the other. He's simple faced, pretty complex person. Yeah. Well, friendships are always complicated. I'm surprised she considers me a friend though. Said our group of friends are just fair weather friends, but I guess our bonds are stronger than I thought. Oh, is this the blonde girl? The girl that seemed a little more sympathetic? Yeah. She wants to apologize for what she said. Aww. annoying you. It said some really horrible things. You're following them. Oh, you probably got your own side of the story. I didn't even try to listen. Oh, so nice. Man, uh, would you have ever guessed that the same series where she cheats at Yu-Gi-Oh! And gets ants all over her face and uh, other adventures too horrible to remember. I suppose it was always there, this emotional depth in chapters like the one where she imagines starting a club. You realized that it wasn't just cringe comedy, it wasn't just kind of like a surface attack on people, but that it was a much deeper cringe, a much deeper awkwardness and disjoint, one that really said something about kind of the human condition. But now we're seeing so many other sides portrayed with the same sensitivity and the same depth, and I'm amazed. I'm amazed and I'm really impressed. I thought at the class trip we had hit kind of the apex of this mode of the story. But now it's just spread to everything. Everything is examined with this level of emotional detail. It's wonderful. Made up pretty easily. Can't tell if they're good friends or not, but that's just how friendships work between comic guys. She calls out to her, Kuroki. Where are you going? My badge is about to say, so I thought I'd head back. Just after she made up with her. Just after she had managed to make herself seem reasonable, which implicitly I think went along with like, I am acknowledging that I'm at fault too. I'm glad now we can really have a serious conversation about this and not just yell at each other. I'll support you guys more. I'll try not to neglect you as much. And then she just goes and does this. I'm gonna come with you and cheer you on. Oh my god, I always pegged her as the kind of girl who could read the mood. Yeah, this is a gigantic mood reading error. Put all my character development in use and read the mood for her. Holy crap. Oh my god. She really is putting all of her character development to use. This is insane. This is like definitely one of the most powerful social plays I've ever seen Tomoko make. This is something that I could never do. And I think of myself as a pretty socially competent person. You know, I can get along with people. I can read the mood. I can try to be fair to people, I think, and acknowledge their feelings and stuff. I'd like to think. But this, a move this dynamic, I kind of don't want you coming to my class all the time. We're not really that close to begin with. This is crazy. How are you doing this, Tomoko? Unreal. And what will the response be? This is like devastating to her. She's basically getting cut out of the harem. We don't know who's going to win the Tomoko Bowl, but we know that she's going to lose. Oh my god, that's brutal. Okay, let's see. This way everyone will gang up on me instead. We will have a common enemy they'll be able to make up. I want to try this self-sacrifice for the good of the class thing ever since I got into high school. It makes me feel like a light novel protagonist. Oh my god. Tomoko. I think here, her flaw was that she didn't operate based on ego enough. She didn't fully conceptualize what she was to Uchi. Which is fair, because Uchi's love for her doesn't really make any sense. Certainly wouldn't make any sense in Tomoko's eyes. So, dang, look at this. Uchi crying, running away with tears in her eyes. Something weird recently, the way she talks and acts changed completely. Oh man. Tomoko, what have you done? That poor girl. She got even worse after we changed classes. She's been this way since last year, like since the sports festival. Like that during the field trip. During last year's party, too, and during our college visits. She goes off the handle. Whenever she goes off the handle, that girl's involved. Now Tomoko interrogated by the Uchi friend group. They're trying to figure out what the heck is the big appeal here? Which is a good question. But I don't think Tomoko is ready to have this conversation. I think she still lacks a level of self-awareness. She did good. She read the mood properly, and she tried to do something that, under kind of a more reasonable version of these same circumstances, would have kind of worked, I think. Even though it was a little cheesy and light novelty. I think she kind of had the right idea. Like, she has no idea what Uchi's fascination is with her. And she doesn't even perceive it as like a fascination with her specifically. She just kind of knows the objective level, oh, Uchi keeps coming over to my class, and her friends got mad at me about that. So this was like, it covered a lot of things. Like it was a good response to that reading of the situation. She just didn't have a complete reading of this situation at all. So now that she's really being interrogated on it, this is so crazy. I never thought we would have a chapter this serious about this plot line. Well, you've been friends with Uchi. We don't really say we're friends, we just talk sometimes. Why'd she start talking to you? In the same room during the field trip? What kind of person do you see Uchi as? Simple-minded girl, but I can't see that. She gave me coming presents and gave me chocolate once. Because she's a nice girl? Wow, whoa. So only Tomoko got chocolates. They're thinking back to the Valentine's Day. Holy crap. Seriously, wasn't a guy, it was actually her. Explain all her weird actions. Oh my god. Oh my god, they're actually going this far. Up until this point, all of Tomoko's friendships, some of which are really weirdly one-sided and intense, other ones are much more measured and reasonable, but not one of them had ever once gone into actual Giri territory, ever saying words like crush. I'm a little into. Oh man. And it's wonderful that her friends are like, oh, okay, this makes sense. We can't really get mad at her. Wouldn't you do the same if you were really crushing hard on someone? They're happy for her, I think. Look at this girl with the glasses. Look at her kind of sly smile. She's like, good for her. Oh my god. I can't believe it. They're really doing this. She likes Kurugi-san more as a friend than a love interest. Do you think those two make an interesting duo? Said all that to get Uchi to get her to make up with us, didn't you? Don't bother denying it. It'd be totally obvious. Yeah, I mean, she was. This girl is intense, but yeah. I've got a better idea of your relationship with her now. Do you mind staying friends with Uchi? Tell us your line. Whoa! Look at all the friends she's making. She's just adding like 5 people online right now. This is crazy. They're probably going to try to invite her along to group activities, knowing that Uchi would like it if she came. Oh my god! I can't believe how lovely this is. Holy cow! That's so beautiful. That our friends are like, we don't maybe fully understand this, but whatever it is, clearly it's important to her, and we support her. We support whatever this is, because it's important to her. Don't you think those two make an interesting duo? Waiting for you, come back here. Sorry about the stuff I said before. Uchi, she used the name. Said what you like. I'm just creeping her out. No, you just don't understand. Oh my god. And of course in her head it's just emoji, but whatever. Talk a little about some stuff when you were gone. You've been hanging out with us lately, so we thought you were just ditching us to chill with your 3-5 pals, but we were wrong. Just want to get closer to Kuroki-san, isn't that right? god! No! Holy crap! Oh my gosh, she's like the creepiest creep to ever exist. This is the one insult every introvert hates to hear. I go through all this trouble for you, and this is what I get, you damn emoji bitch! Oh my god. Oh man. Why me? Oh, that's it. Holy crap. All right. Wow. 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 And just 15 pages. What a roller coaster of a chapter that was. Let's break down all the levels of insanity that we went through here. We started with ping pong action. Just this brief, I'll be waiting for you in round 4. And then they lose. And then there's this fight. And it's like, suddenly this realization, because at first it's kind of comedic, you know, there's a really great comedic timing of Uchi going, see you in round 4, and then immediately losing. So we think it's kind of a joke. Once again, jokes being played at her expense. But no, it suddenly segues into a real serious examination of the emotional fallout that her bizarre obsession with Tomoko has had on her normal friend group. And it's like, what? Like, I always love in a series like this, when they go into new emotional territory with a character that previously had just been kind of like a running joke, like kind of just a punchline, has some serious investigation. So already I'm thrilled. And then it gets so sad and so serious. And you really feel bad. And then this moment of comfort between them. Oh my god, it's so good. I can't believe how well done this was. What an emotional roller coaster. And to go from like that sadness, that intensity, to really believing that maybe Uchi was just getting written out of the harem, that she was taken out of consideration, and thinking like, oh man, is this kind of some endgame stuff? Are we going to start kind of resolving these relationships? And thinking, you know, well, it probably won't end like this. It won't end with such a sad, defeating thing, but that it kind of felt like something was over. But no, it's so much nicer than that. Like, the way her friends rally to support her, how understanding they are, even though they're maybe a little confused, understanding that it's important to their friend and that's what's most important. Oh my god, this is great. And then the final twist, that in the end, Uchi can't really admit her feelings. Probably even to herself. She's still trying to hide what's really going on. And the creepiest creep to ever exist. Jeez. It's pretty mean. It's pretty mean. But we return then suddenly to the kind of cringe comedy, misunderstandings, awkwardness of interactions that is really the heart and soul of this series. So never straying too far away from everything that made the series great all the way up until this point, and yet bravely conquering brand new emotional territory. Oh, so great. Okay. This Sports Fest arc has been fantastic. It has vastly exceeded even my fairly lofty expectations after the school trip arc. I mean, I think the school trip arc is still even better. I think that school trip arc is like nearly perfect, but this is really, really nice. Okay, that is all for now. We will read more, so please join us tomorrow.